Righty-ho, next one. This one relates to a video that Rob's done and several tweets that Rob Dyke's done, which is about keeping YouTube creepy. And it also touches on the ad boycott as well. Now I know there has been an update on all of this because the boss of YouTube has come out and said that they're listening to everybody and that they're trying to do things that where it makes more sense and it's not as drastic as the changes that they've been implementing. And then obviously they're also saying to the advertisers, look, we're going to be able to give you a bit more control over who you advertise. I'll link Phil's video from today, well, the last video that he did at this point, which mentions it. Right, a few creepy channels have quit YouTube, and others like Rob Dyke and Kendall feel as though they have to resort to Patreon to keep their channel going. Now I wish I could help them, which I do, I really do, but alas I can't because I am working on so many things that I financially can't commit to anything. The main reason being, at the moment our finances aren't exactly ideal, and those would be there are things that we need to buy, there are things that we need to do, and it is like headache inducing, and it's like, and there are a lot of things that we need to do, but we've got to have the money to do it. Like I need a new computer, we need new suite downstairs, but we don't necessarily need a brand new suite. We've got the whole London thing to sort out, and it's there's all these different things going on, and it isn't ideal and it isn't perfect, but we're trying. If I had the money to be able to donate to them and to donate to Phil, I would do the drop of a hat, but I can't. It's just not possible. While I enjoy a good tutorial, but YouTube would be dull if it was just tutorials, challenge, and makeup videos, dull and boring, because at the end of the day, there's only so many tutorials you can watch, there's only so many challenges you can watch, and there's only so many vlogs you can watch before you start getting bored. I'm a crafty person, I do tutorials myself over on my craft channel, so I do like a good tutorial. However, it's not necessarily that easy, because if YouTube was just that, it would be dull and it would be boring. Why are advertisers pulling ads on videos about serial killers, murders and horror videos, but shy away from this on TV, but shy away from the same content on YouTube? Now, what Rob Dyke and what Kendall Ray and what Lloyd and Arts do is very similar to like 2020 and Dateline and Dr. Phil and all those things. They're on a very similar level, but yet Dr. Phil has finding adverts, same for Dateline, same with 2020. The two are very similar, but the advertising is being pulled off on. Well, those same advertisers are fine about putting adverts on Dr. Phil, on 50/50, on 2020, whatever it's called, and Dateline. It puzzles the hell out of me. They are huge advertisers pulling their ads off certain videos, such as Rob's or Kendall's, is an issue because they're pulling themselves away from a huge market. There is a huge amount of people that like watching the likes of Rob because he's entertaining. The way he puts things across is very enthralling. He's the kind of guy I could literally watch his videos on repeat, on one after another, and then watch them 2 or 3 times in a row. It's one of those things that we need to figure out. It's one of those things that advertisers need to recognise, that programs like Rob's and Kendall's are very, very much like programs on TV. Rob, Kendall, Phil and more are having videos demonetized for mentioning a murder or whatever. When I have a graphic video ish about rebuttaling Jesse Smiles's assumptions about the Jonestown massacre, which was demonetized for less than 24 hours and is currently monetized. That meaning I have a video which explains some of the things that Jesse Smiles had issue with, and I explain why they had to happen, especially in that particular environment, in that particular date and time, and in that particular geographical area. And when I had to go into graphic detail into the process of decomposition. That was only demonetized for less than a day. You know what I mean? Videos such as Daddy of Fives, Taliban, terrorists related content, and copyrighted material at IG episodes of 2020, Dateline, Dr. Phil, and so forth, are still monetized, as is videos directly ripped from other creators. Now, Dr. of Fives videos, every single one of them was monetized. Now that's the issue related to that. It's a different video entirely. However, Dr. 5 is Daddy of Five's videos shouldn't have been monetized. There's terrorist related videos that should never be monetized. There are videos that are literally ripped off TV shows that shouldn't be monetized, but they are, and people are earning money on them before people realise, oh shit, that's monetized. It shouldn't be. PewDiePie isn't the one to blame in all this. He isn't. But what happened with him did open a crack into videos that are monetized when they shouldn't be. Meaning, everything that happened with him did reveal that there are other videos that are being monetized that shouldn't be monetized. Now, even PewDiePie says that what he did was stupid. It was idiotic. He did a few things that he shouldn't have done. But he is not a Nazi. He never has been. He never will be. But a lot of people have blamed him for all this, when all this was going to happen already. It was already happening before everything came out about PewDiePie. Because there were videos, people, journalists were going on YouTube and finding, Taliban videos and ISIS videos that had monetization on, and that is what spurred the advertisers to back away, because they found out that their videos were being their advertisements were being put on videos that they shouldn't be. Creepy videos are entertaining and don't actually show you graphic images, and should be dealt with as if they are the same as 2020 or Dateline. Rob and Kendall do not show graphic photos. The closest Rob comes to, he has a lovely woman that does like cartoons type things, and she might do stuff that's like not graphically showing you what happens, but giving little hints to what happened without being specific. Dr. Phil, J.K. News, and dare I say it, in the same sentence as Phil, TYT are news networks and work as a mainstream news network should. YouTube should partner with them, well, Phil and JK News anyway, to show mainstream media how it's done and not to screw them. They report the news, not in a sensationalistic way to stir trouble, as other people do. I'm not going to name names, but when you have people like Phil and the JK News guys, they are reporting news. Now, some of the news that it both reports aren't like news breaking information that everybody has to know right now type of thing, but it is news that is relevant, whether it be for one reason or another. Now, in my opinion, both the JK News guys and the and Phil and his guys, they should be partnered with YouTube and no one else. and be essentially YouTube's news network. Because they are doing what needs to be done. This whole Daddy of Five thing, I wouldn't have known about it if it weren't for Phil. And he's being very, very humble, saying that he's had, he's only brought this to the attention of maybe a couple of million, but those couple of million have then rolled into this big thing. We need a lot more transparency with what our channel is deemed as. What level of ads each video gets, and what causes exclusions of videos in certain ads. Now, this would be ideal particularly for people like Rob and Kendall, so they know, right, if I do a video like this, it'll get this level of advertisements, etc. Now, that makes sense, and we also need a lot more transparency out from YouTube. Because if YouTube says to me, right, your channel is deemed as social commentary / horror, I'd be fine with that. I'm a horror writer. I do my I do a lot of my book trailers on here, so I do like that part of my channel is horror, and a lot of part of it's writing, but some of it is also social commentary. So it's one of those things that we need transparency off YouTube. We need a lot more input from YouTube as a whole. YouTube can't police itself. One fan group can attack a channel who may have spoken up against them or their leader and mass report videos causing issues for that channel. There are several instances, such as Martin Lewis, Keemstar, Vegan Cheater, and several others. With Martin Lewis, it was several members of the drama community that kicked that whole thing off. With Keemstar, a lot of people, he does great on some people's nose, me included. And there are a lot of, he doesn't like Phil and the way Phil does things, but at the end of the day, Phil does things in a completely different way that Keem does. Keem to me is a drama network, not a news network. And with Vegan Cheater, it was the vegan community. They were mass reporting his videos. People are vindictive, and mob mentality issues come into play in the exact instance that I've just mentioned. I have not seen it happen with me yet. There's literally, I think I have done 2, 3, 4 call-out videos. 3 on one particular YouTuber, although one of them is relating to both. So I've done 3 on one particular YouTuber, but one of those is also about the other YouTuber that I've done another video about. But at the time I record this, those 2 videos aren't live, but they will be shortly. People are vindictive to that. YouTube needs to tell us about changes that are coming up and sharing what they are doing about the ad boycott. Now, like I said, we have had a news report, which I'll link Phil's video above, relating to this, and that they're trying to fix things for both the advertising companies and the creators, because they do realise that the creators are having a huge decline, and that certain YouTubers, namely 2 of the biggest, which is H3H3 and PewDiePie, are pulling some things off Facebook and going over to Twitch, which isn't ideal, but people are having to do that. Now, weird channels should be embraced. I think they should be embraced. I love weird channels. I am a weird channel. I don't do the same thing twice. I don't have a set video recipe. I just do what I want to do at the time, and I upload it. If people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. I do like to do social commentary. I do like to call people out for doing things that I either think are wrong or illegal. And that's something I'll always do. I don't like touching politics because it's a minefield that you don't want to get involved in. I'm trying my best to stay out of other fields on YouTube, including the feminist side and all that side. There's a lot of things that I wish I could do, but I can't because I don't want to pull my channel into a certain direction that I don't want it to go into. I am partially in the creepy channel community due to some of my videos being on the creepy side and being on the horror side because of who I am. I'm a horror writer, and at the end of the day, I'm a horror writer. I do my books, I write my books in scary ways. I love scaring crap out of people. I've always loved scaring the crap out of people. It's part of my job. I'm a writer. What else am I supposed to do? So that's my view on the whole keeping YouTube creepy. Because at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, we should keep YouTube creepy because it makes more fun. It's more fun, it's more entertaining, and it's more variety. So, if you think any different, let me know down below. I do have ads comments so that I have to approve them, but there's a very specific reason for that. So, if there's anything you want me to cover, let me know down below, and I will try my best to cover it. Have fun, stay safe, and I will see you later.